a sudden, I found myself in love with the world, so there was only one thing that I could do, was ding-a-ding-dang, my dang-along-ling-long.
I don't get the whole death penalty thing, meaning I'm all for it, to be honest with you. But, like, why there's such complications with it, I don't get.
Why does it take so long?
Oh, you could put your dog down in about 2 seconds.
I think everybody's worried about, taking an innocent life.
Right.
Yeah.
That is really,
That makes
Did they really
I think
do
that's
it? Did they? Yeah.
that's what's happened there with that.
No, the debate about it's been the suffering of the person.
Oh.
Innocent life is half of the debate, or at least a portion of the debate.
Mm-hmm.
The other portion of the debate is the suffering that the person goes through while they're going through it,
Yeah,
because
swift and quick.
it's not working properly and so on and so forth.
Honestly,
the drugs aren't
though,
kicking in.
If you're planning on looking at the rest of your entire life in prison, you're in your 40s or 50s, you have a long time to go, and that's probably a blessing for you. So.
We watched that show, I'm a Killer, and most of these guys are down for it.
Some of
I bet.
them like
Who wants to
it.
spend their entire
They're
life
like, you
in
know
prison
what?
or the rest of it?
They finally come to terms
Sounds
and they say, I
terrible.
did what I did and I'm getting what I deserve. And
But being on death row is more of, I don't know, what did they say? It's better care, better food, better everything. And they know they have years and years to go.
Yeah. Well, that and they even sit on death row for years, so they're kind of
some of these guys are on
getting
death
those
row
perks for a
like
really long time.
For like 30
Right.
years.
Yeah.
And in fact, one of the guys we watched actually purposely put himself on death
Exactly.
row because the benefits are greater.
Oh, yeah.
get-
He
Yeah,
isn't
you-
getting shivved in a power struggle on the cell block, right?
Yeah, no, you're
Hey, I
you
got
get to
good
be,
food.
You get to be alone. You get good food. You get 3 squares a day. You get
TV,
a TV. You get the
right.
whole thing: internet, webcam, porn, the whole thing.
Just keep it
Really?
feeling.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to be in prison, why not?
No, he said, "Yeah, I'm all for death row," but he sat there for 30 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, why
Oh,
not?
he had the cakewalk prison.
Yeah. Oh man.
It's like Martha Stewart level comfort.
Well, I think there'd be a little stress around your appeal times.
I do think
might get a little worked up about that, whether
Yeah.
or not your appeal was going to
Yeah.
go through.
In closing, I don't know what time it is, but am I getting a 5-minute warning today?
No. You're done.
Yeah, I'm done. Yeah.
You're done.
What time is it?
9:01.
901.
Okay, I want to ask one more quick question, please, Jessica.
Yeah, go ahead.
Cosby.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, we don't have to go too far down the rabbit hole. He's in prison. He's in prison. But I want to back up to 1984. Bill Cosby is in prison as a serial rapist.
Mm-hmm.
If those words had been said to you during the Huxtable days,
Jello.
or that, or what was the other one?
I love my pudding pops.
Pudding Pops and Fat Albert. You never would have. You never would have thunk it.
And you know what? He does belong in prison, but also I do feel like he was made an example of, whereas Harvey Weinstein is walking around free right now.
That's kind of awkward.
Yeah.
I think Harvey's going to get his. He's going to run out of money to fight
I
the
mean, I
legal
really
battle.
hope so, because he definitely should be there.
Yeah,
So-
no, he's gonna get nailed. They're not gonna. He's being made an example of, but but at the same time, I mean, whether it's true or whether it's not true. Look, how many women came out against him? Like 60, 40, 60,
That's a
50,
lot.
And he
60?
drugged them. That's the thing. I don't think
Yeah.
Harvey Weinstein actually
That's true.
drugged anybody.
Yeah, he was
you know?
more of like a
He
boob
was just
grabber,
kind of
butt grabber.
Yeah, he was like,
if you
hey,
want this job, you'll have to do this.
Yeah, I'm going to hold this over your head.
Yeah.
Which,
No, so Cosby, he gave him what, Quaaludes,
yeah.
and he claimed it was more than.
But I mean,
no
we're
more than
talking about the
giving him a
70s
beer.
and the 80s, and
Yeah, everybody.
I think the complicated thing there was trying to figure out if the women actually wanted the drugs or if he forced them to take them.
Yeah, we've had this discussion
And
about,
obviously,
what were you doing up in the hotel room in the first place, and
Right.
were you trying to make your way up the chain, and so on and so forth. Look, I got to be careful about this. At the end of the day, guys that need to know when to say, that you're in the wrong. You shouldn't be giving women alcohol, drugs, anything else. If you're a gentleman of any kind, and a woman doesn't want to engage, get your fucking hands off. Period.
Makes sense.
Period. Right.
Yes.
Doesn't matter if she's trying to get a promotion or make her way into a film or anything. I'd say it goes both ways because now the Asian are gentle, but forget about that. The fact is the men have the majority of that control just by virtue of power or physical power.
But that power is
whatever it
shifting
may
now,
be.
so I mean, it should be on equal terms both ways, either
It
way.
should be.
Right.
And also, women that make false claims about sexual assault and rape, et cetera, should be in prison for trying to steal someone's life.
So
Thank you for calling
You
that
should
out.
not
Yeah.
get a free walk
Absolutely.
and just be like, oh, well, she was lying. It's
Yeah,
fine.
no,
Go back to your life
Yeah.
and be
I
free.
I agree.
No.
That's pretty
That's not fair.
serious, especially if it's
Well,
unsubstantiated. Yeah.
Yeah, you're literally trying to steal someone's life, putting them, an innocent person, in a situation where they have to deal with somebody trying
Crushing
to
their
kill
life.
them, and they're in prison. You lose all your freedom. So if you're going to try and steal someone's life, you also should lose all of your freedom as well if you lie about it.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Agreed.
you can't make shit up about people that destroy their
Same
lives.
for men.
Yeah,
Men and women. Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah,
They make
no,
false claims.
Absolutely.
Look, I mean, if everybody just fucking lived legit, which will never happen.
Unfortunately,
It's,
no.
Because-
unfortunate that people need to act so
Everybody's out for fame
unconventionally.
and money.
Look at guys. At the end of the day, if it's not welcomed, I sent you this app. You remember that app? What did I send you?
You sent me a story about that app. Yeah.
There's an
You were
app
talking
out
about
there. It's
What's
like,
the app?
can I have sex with you app?
What?
It's so ridiculous.
It's a consent
It's
app.
a consent app.
So the two people get on this
Oh.
app, and then they say, "Yeah, we're gonna get together and do our thing."
So
Yeah,
it's paperwork.
No, it's paperwork.
Pretty much.
And a selfie.
What?
So you fill out this paperwork. So let's say, me and whoever are getting it on, and we're like all busy with it. Blah, 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 blah. All of a sudden, you're gonna bust out your
But
phone.
wait.
But hold on a second, Jessica.
Okay.
I'm gonna take out my smartphone. Wait, put your pants back on. You gotta sign this agreement.
Well, at least put your top back on. We can.
And then so I have to sign all these agreements,
Yeah.
and then take a selfie.
Thumbs
Is it
up.
in like signing all these agreements, or you're just going through and checking boxes like, yes, I want to do this,
No,
yes, I want to do this?
it even goes to again for the audience. Jump away if you have kids in the room. It even went down to the detail of, excuse me for saying. I'm just saying what the app
Say
says.
it.
Oh, what sexual acts you're okay with? Like,
No, I said vaginal,
Anal.
oh, yeah, okay.
Mouth. Yeah.
and like you got
Oral.
to check off a bunch of boxes. We got to take a selfie together.
Yeah.
But then on top of that, it was, well, then the issue is that was at that moment.
And somebody had said something
And
crazy about how you could change your mind.
What about if Jessica 5 minutes later had changed her mind? I don't want whatever. That's not now recorded.
That's why we should videotape everything.
And who's going to store all these?
Pornhub.
Pornhub.
Amazon. Google.
Oh
Pornhub
my
will take
God.
it.
Pornhub.
No problem, I'm sure. As long as you sign a consent form saying they can make it public.
Right, exactly.